What's up, y'all? Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. This is Saving Stuff with Stephanie, where we are saving for future goals. We're cash stuffing to maintain financial discipline, all in hopes to become debt-free ASAP. And yes, you know today is Wednesday, better known as What's in Your Wallet Wednesday.
What's in your wallet?
And today we're going to be expense tracking from June the 12th through June the 18th. The amount we will be tracking will be $180. So let's check and see how we fared for this past week. If that is a video that you've been looking forward to as well, stick around and keep on watching. All right, y'all, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get started. I am going to be expense tracking from the 12th of June through the 18th. If you guys are not aware, the 18th of June for me is the last day of June. So yes, I am closing out my June. I'll be doing a June closeout pretty soon. Y'all know my next check will be a free check. So I am going to track the expenses for that particular check, but we may do it on a different sheet, because the way I usually track my monthly expenses is just based off of 2 paychecks, because that's how, you know, I pay my bills. So let's go over this past week's bills and see how we did. Let's see. We did have $180 to work with, and that included $150 for grocery. That was $10 for spending, $10 for gas, and $10 for household. All right, so let's get started. Let's see. The amount we have on the calculator is $180. On the 12th of June, we did go to Aldi and we spent $61. So minus $61, and that was from grocery. We also spent $69 on that same day at Walmart from grocery as well. I did spend $5 at McDonald's from my spending budget on the 12th, so minus $5. Ziri actually spent her $9 at McDonald's from her events and activities. That did go ahead and deplete Ziri's events and activities, but we'll try to put some more money in there pretty soon. Just so she'll have something in there. But that, I'm sorry, I should not have deducted that. So let's add it back. Okay. That has a sinking fund. Probably didn't recognize that because I didn't put my asterisk. But that has a sinking fund, so that does not get deducted from the budgeted balance. I did go out to eat this weekend with my sister and my mom and Ziri. We went to one of my favorite restaurants. I didn't have to pay for my food because my sister did pay for it, but I did pay for Ziri's food. And because I wasn't aware that we were going out this weekend, I did have to pull that money from somewhere. So because I didn't actually spend the entire grocery budget for the week because we already had, you know, a nice amount in groceries, I was able to pull $20 from the grocery budget to pay for that particular portion of the day. So minus $20. Okay, I did leave a tip, or my portion of the tip. The amount was $5. That came from my spending, so minus $5. And then lastly, I spent $1 at Dollar General from household, and it was just $1. I still have a lot of household things left, so I really haven't been using all of my household budget, which is good. So minus $1. All right. And that is it for the list. As you guys can see, I didn't do really too much this past week. Kind of have been in the house. And you guys will see momentarily how well that played out for us for the month of June. But as you can see on the calculator, there is $19 remaining. So there should be $19 left in my wallet. I am getting paid tomorrow, so there will not be a transfer in today's video. But there shouldn't be anything left in grocery. And there isn't. There should be some money in household. Should be 9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. And then, if you guys didn't notice, I did not spend any money toward gas because I still had a large amount left in my tank, and I didn't even have to gas up this week. So that's good. All right, so this should be $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So total, or in total, we do have $19 to put toward my savings challenge. And I did spend all of my spending budget, and the rest of these are just envelopes that I do not stuff on a regular basis. They get some money sometime, but they're not included in the weekly expenses. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the The monthly expense overview for the month of June. Again, my June started on May the 22nd and it ends today, which is June the 18th. As you guys can see, we are going to go ahead and conclude everything for the month of June in this video. And I am going to show you guys the previous months, just so you guys can see or look at the comparison of how well we did in June in comparison to a few other previous months. So I'm excited about it, but I'm going to show you guys momentarily. Okay, so for this particular week, we did spend the full $150 in grocery. We didn't spend anything in gas. We spent $1 from the household budget. We didn't spend anything for any of these categories. We did spend $9 from Zuri's events and activities, and we spent $10 of the spending budget, which was, of course, all of that. And the total for this week was $170. So that is really good. That is the lowest that we've been for the month. And we also had $19 to roll over, which is the highest amount we've had to roll over for the month. So yay, we did really good this week. I was trying my best to stay under budget. Reason being because my birthday was Wednesday, so I didn't have to come out of pocket for a lot of things because, you know, it was a celebratory week in some instances, but yeah. All right, so the total for this month, we are totaling everything out. The total that we spent toward grocery for the month of June was only $575. The total we spent toward gas for the month was $35. We spent $26 in household, and we spent $5 in lawn care, which is really good. One of the reasons I think for that is because it has rained literally almost every day this month. So I've been able to cut my grass, but not as much as I would have liked to, which is one of the reasons why I don't think we've really spent that much from lawn care. Because this right here, this wasn't even for gas. This was for mothballs. So this right here was the only amount that I've spent so far in actually cutting the grass. But hopefully that'll change soon. Drop down in the comments if it is raining where you are, because it literally rains every day. I think this week it has rained every day. The amount I did spend, because my cell phone was due on the 22nd, I do believe, of May, was $135. That will cover me for the next 6 months. I spent $6 from HSA, which is really good because I normally spend a little bit more than that. But we only spent $6. I spent $103 from Zuri's events and activities, which is a nice amount, being that we are still out of school. But I think that may be a reason too, because when we're not in school, when I go grocery shopping, I have to take her with me. You know, kids, you're out and about, they want to buy fast food and things of that nature. And sometimes that actually does come from her events and activities. So that would explain why that is so pricey. And then spending, we only spent $38. We usually budget for $40. So this week we only spent 8 of the 10 that we had. So if you guys can tell, for the month of June, the total that we spent was $923, and we had $51 left over in rollover. All right, so let's look at the previous 5 months. So nothing was going to top January. We all know that. I was doing a no spend in January. I really did really well in doing the no spend, as you can probably tell based on, you know, what's not on this particular overview. The amount we spent for that entire month was $643, and we had $48 left over in rollover. Okay, February, it started to increase. In February, we spent $793, and we only had $15 in rollover. But y'all, in March is when it really jumped up. We spent $1,026 for the month of March, and we only had $21 left over in rollover. And if you guys can tell, April, we spent $1,017. Last month of May, we spent $1,080. So the month of June, we haven't done this well since February. So I think that deserves a round of applause. Yay! I was kind of nervous to say that I wanted to do better for the month of June than for the month of May, but every month I was saying it was getting worse. So I decided not to say anything about June. So these are the results. We actually did amazing. We only spent $923, and This is the most rollover I have had in a month this whole year. So I think that's dope. All right, so I'm going to put this back. We are going to go ahead and take a look at my my savings challenge. I am doing a savings challenge collaboration with several ladies. I am going to be putting the participants' names of the ladies who are in the collaboration. Let me go ahead and pull out the actual challenge. There are about 26 of us. I'm not going to say everybody's name because there are about 26 of us, but I will leave that in the description box below. Click on some names. Please watch some playlists. Give a subscription. We are also doing a giveaway. A few of us are doing a giveaway. I will also be leaving the details of the giveaway as well as the rules in my description box below. And there is one thing that you do have to do in order to successfully enter into the giveaway outside of what's listed in the description. And that was to answer the question, what would you do with an extra $1,000 a month? So put that, I think CassieJ, who is actually her and Silynthia. Let me show y'all the challenge. I think they are the ones who are kind of hosting the giveaway. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I think they're the ones hosting the giveaway. But yeah, there will be a playlist of everybody who is making a video in reference to the giveaway. You have to comment. I believe you have to comment on every channel. But like I said, don't hold me to it. Check out my description box below if you are interested in it. And of course, follow the rules so you can be entered. Okay. So this is a challenge that we are working on. As you guys can see, I do still have a little ways to go, but I may be able to get some done in today's video because I do have $19. And we will be rolling a 4-sided die. So let's go ahead and put the die right there. And let's see how far we get with the challenge today. Okay, so the first row is just a number 1. So that's fine. Let me just take that off. So $1. All right, let's see. Row. Jesus, can't even pick it up. Now this gonna be a problem. Okay, row number 2 is 2. All right, at the rate we're going, we might finish this challenge today. All right, row 3 is 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are finished with this side of the challenge. We over here now. All right, $3. 1, 2, 3. Mickey, do not jump up here. He is really eyeing it, y'all. Okay, number 3 again. 1, 2, 3. You give me, Mick. Look at him. He's sitting there like, I know, I'm about to do something. Okay, the next row is number 2. 1, 2. And we have $4 left. Wouldn't it be dope if I rolled a 4? Number 1. All right, let's see. We getting kind of close, y'all. Let's see how. I rolled a 4, but not when I needed to. So we only have $3 left. And I rolled a 4, so I will do a, I need to owe myself $1 for this challenge. So I am going to write a little sticky note on here. I didn't bring my, my little numbers, but I'll write a sticky note that I owe myself $1 for this challenge. And then I'll put that in here offline. So let's look and see. We only have 5 more spaces to go to finish the challenge out. Let's see how much we've saved so far. All right, so let's count it. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far we have saved $36, and that is really good. You guys know this money will be going toward debt. So the more we can save in here, the merrier. Even though my June does end as far as my budget goes and my expense tracking goes today, I will continue putting money toward this challenge or toward, you know, extra debt payments until the actual end of the month, which is the 30th of June. Okay? All right, you guys, that does conclude today's What's in Your Wallet Wednesday video. If you did make it this far in the video, but you have yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, smash the notification bell so you're notified when I upload another video. And I will see you guys tomorrow when it's time to cash out for my free check in June. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.